Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Monday morning, and that means we have the opportunity to dive into a new week together. Our teacher for this week is Wayne Dyer. A whole week of Wayne Dyer wisdom to help us start off our days this week. Anthony, good morning. Danae, good morning. Tracy, good morning. Sunmary, good morning. Hello, welcome to this new week. We stand at the beginning of a new week, a blank canvas waiting to be filled with the strokes of our choices and actions. Like a painter selecting their palette, we have the opportunity to choose the colors that will shape our experience this week. Maggie, a very good morning. Hello. Stefan, good morning. Beatrix, good morning. Charlene, happy Monday morning to every one of you. You get to take a moment to be deliberate about what you want to create this week. Of course, there is very little that you can actually control, but it is how you choose to respond to the things that you cannot control that ends up as the paint on your canvas. Linda, good morning. Happy Monday. A few thoughts from Wayne Dyer to guide us into today's meditation. Annalie, a very good morning. Dylan, good morning. Happy Monday to all of you. Wayne Dyer says, with everything that has happened to you, you can feel either sorry for yourself or treat what has happened as a gift. Everything is either an opportunity to grow or an obstacle to keep you from growing. You get to choose. Now, of course, sometimes there are things that happen that certainly don't seem like a gift, and we don't really want to even use that language to see it as a gift. The truth is, though, that whatever it is that happens either holds the opportunity for us to grow through what happened or to keep us from growing because of what happened. And that choice is a choice that we make. Will this be an opportunity to grow? Will I allow this to help me grow, or will I allow this to make me shrink? Honey, good morning. Happy Monday morning to you. Wayne Dyer says, if you believe it will work out, then you will see opportunities. If your belief is that it'll work out, then you are tuning yourself into seeing opportunities. If you believe that it won't, you will see obstacles. If you believe that things won't work out, you are tuning into seeing the obstacles. Good morning, Michelle. Happy Monday morning. Welcome to a new week. And the last very famous thought by Wayne Dyer is, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you change the way you look at things, then the things you look at change. Life will happen this week. Obstacles and stumbling blocks and also opportunity will come your way. Think of every reaction and response you have to life this week as paint landing on your canvas. Remind yourself that you are in control of how you apply your brush. A positive outlook can turn any situation into a masterpiece, while a negative one can reduce even the most promising canvas to a drab, lifeless image. Anami, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to a new week. Take a moment to close your eyes for a few deep breaths, which is exactly what we'll do right now, and a little mental rehearsal of how you want to hold your brush this week. Be deliberate right now about deciding how you want to respond to the challenges that arise when they do. And when you come across those challenges, you'll be just a little bit more prepared. Also, even with the best intentions, sometimes you'll fail. So rehearse a little kindness for yourself too. See yourself, pick yourself up gently. See yourself, dust yourself off lovingly, and see yourself try again persistently. That is our meditation journey today. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. While you continue your full body breathing, feel your body rise with every inhale. And feel your body soften with every exhale. And I want to remind you, while you continue your full body breathing, of what exactly it is that you're putting your body through right now. You are taking your body by the hand, sitting it down, and teaching it. You are being the teacher and your body is being the student. You are saying to your body, this is how I want us to do this. It is almost as if your heart and your brain is listening to your lungs. As you slow down your breath, inhale deeply, and specifically as you exhale slowly, your heart gets the message that everything is okay here. There is no danger. We have evolved to understand slow, steady breathing as a safe place. Because in any situation that contains danger, slow and steady breathing is impossible. Your heart and your brain knows this, so when your breathing slows down, your heart follows with a slowed down heartbeat. And even your brain follows by slowing down and coming into lower brainwave states. Every time you do this, your body has no need for fight or flight. And I want to remind you that when you're in fight or flight, your body and your brain only wants to give you access to things that help you fight or run. Even your thoughts will be restricted to thoughts about fighting or running. But every time you choose slow, deliberate breathing, and your heartbeat slows down, and your brain waves slow down, your brain will allow you access to thoughts beyond fighting and running. Now you're given access to thoughts about what is the most productive thing to do here? What is the wisest course of action? How do I get to some creative problem solving? Every time you stop, take a few big breaths, and slow everything down, you're given more access to actually think. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we were able to do that right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments. And every exhale is as long and as slow as possible. If you're ready, let's take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body and feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long and really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself stand at the start of a new week. Your toes are sticking right over the edge and you are ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Standing at the start of a new week, we take a look into the week ahead and do a bit of mental rehearsal to prepare ourselves and be intentional about how we step into the week. Because if we step into the week just on autopilot, then for the most part we are allowing old programming and old patterns to drive this ship. But if we take a moment to be intentional, then we step into this week from our higher self. So take a moment to remind yourself of what is already planned for this week, what is known about the week ahead. We could say, what is already in the calendar? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, walk yourself through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and remind yourself of what are some of the things you want to get done this week. Where are some of the places that you need to go this week? Who are some of the people that you need to see this week? Give your mind a heads up of the week ahead. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? Or how are you creating this week? Right now, the week ahead is a blank canvas. But by the end of the week, there will be paint on this canvas. And the paint on the canvas will consist of your actions, your reactions, and your responses to this week. How you applied the brush. How is it that you want to create this week? How do you want to show up? What do your brush strokes look like this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself to the end of the week ahead, to the weekend and looking backwards. If you had a checklist for the end of the week, how would you like to check off that list? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got that done this week, I got this done this week? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got started on that one this week, and I made progress on this one this week? What does your checklist look like when you get to the end of the week? Take your next big breath. I want you to think of exactly what it is we're doing right now. We're taking the time to do a mental rehearsal. There is a week ahead. We're looking at it and rehearsing how we want to walk through this week. Can you see yourself right now doing that? Rehearsing what you'd like the week to look like? Take your next big breath. The other place where we hear this word, rehearsal, is when a group of people are going to be on a stage performing together. Let's say it's a group of actors putting on a play. We've heard this word, rehearsal. They normally take quite a number of times to rehearse, which eventually culminates in what is called a full dress rehearsal. So it starts off perhaps by just people sitting around a table, reading their lines together, rehearsing, and eventually putting themselves on the stage, wearing the costumes that they would be wearing on opening night, and doing a full dress rehearsal. Take a moment to run that whole process through your mind. Actors on the stage rehearsing before opening night. Take your next big breath. Even on opening night, even if they have had multiple rehearsals, things tend to not go perfectly according to plan. But at least their nervous systems have been prepared. Their brain and their body has a good idea of what to expect. And whatever might go wrong on opening night is not just a blind side. A nervous system has been prepared. We get up in the morning and walk into our day so often on autopilot with no preparation that everything that happens to us feels like a blind side. I want to take a moment to congratulate you for all the mental rehearsal you do in this space, preparing your body and nervous system to be ready to respond in the wisest way. Take a moment and give yourself a pat on the back for the work you're doing. Take your next big breath. So one more piece of mental rehearsal for your week ahead. To prepare your brain, to prepare your body, to prepare your nervous system. I want you to create the image of putting yourself to bed at the end of every day. Can you see yourself tuck yourself into bed? Even with the best rehearsal possible and the best intention setting possible, there's so much that we can't control. That it might feel like we're always falling short. It might feel like we're always trying and not quite getting there. Create this image of tucking yourself into bed. And if you can, even see the image of giving yourself a kiss on the forehead as you tuck yourself into bed. And every time you do, every day this week, remind yourself, you are doing your best. I know you are trying. Can you rehearse that for a moment? tucking yourself into bed with a kiss and telling yourself, I know you're doing your best. I can see how hard you are trying. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time these messages from Wayne Dyer this morning. It says, with everything that has happened to you, you can either feel sorry for yourself or treat what has happened as a gift. Everything is either an opportunity to grow or an obstacle that keeps you from growing. You get to choose. If you believe it will work out, you will see opportunities. If you believe it won't, you will see obstacles. And if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And it might well be worth your while to come back to these words of Wayne Dyer, close your eyes, and do a bit of mental rehearsal again. Maybe say to yourself, I want to choose how I see things. Because when I change the way I look at things, the things I look at change. I want to choose how I look at every obstacle this week. I want to choose how to see the opportunity in every problem this week. I want to choose to see that whatever happens gives me one of these choices. I have the choice to either grow from what happens or shrink from what happens. I want to attune myself to seeing the opportunities. And then, when the this week's stumbling blocks and obstacles come around, with a bit of mental rehearsal, you might in that moment remember that you have asked to see differently. Can you remember to do a little bit of mental rehearsal before stepping into anything? Could be at the beginning of your day. Could be before you step into an important meeting. Could be before you turn the ignition and drive off into traffic. A bit of mental rehearsal that says, I want to choose how to hold my brush. I want to choose what this canvas looks like when I'm done with it. I trust yours will look like a masterpiece at the end of this week, or at least let it look really fun. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to stand at the start of a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being given a moment to rehearse, look into the week ahead, and decide how I want to be deliberate with my brush strokes this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the moment to be reminded to include kindness for myself in my rehearsal, to include patience with myself in my rehearsal. Take a deep breath in. I want to remind you that you are doing your best. Even on the days when you think, or you have that voice that says, no, you're not. You're really not trying. I want to remind you that I know you are. And your soul knows that too. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week with us. Manuela, I'm guessing good afternoon on your part of the world. It's good to see you live with us. Hello. I hope you have a great week. I hope your canvas looks really fun at the end of this week. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Maggie. Tracy, good Monday morning. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Sunmuddy. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Michelle. And whoever else I can't see on my screen right now. Lots of love to you all. Have a beautiful week. I hope you have fun with paint and brush on your canvas this week. Ciao, ciao.